So it's taken me more than an hour to get everything together to do this video, and this is going to be like at least the fourth video that I'm doing um, since saying that I was going to upload a video, I think on Friday. So we're going to do a quick little catch up because I only have 18 minutes available on my phone, so it's going to be very limited. Before we get started, just to let you know, I am drinking the fabulous Oak Leaf Pinot Grigio from Walmart. Got it on discount. It's the end of the world. It was only $2.50, down from $2.95. Woohoo! Saved 40 cents. And to make my Pinot a spritzer, I have Perrier Juice and Drink the Kiwi Strawberry, which I am very grateful that I can drink because I cannot eat kiwi. It messes up my tongue. But here goes. And I actually had some earlier. It's pretty decent. Now, since I've been outside for a minute, gotta add some ice. And there we go. I'm gonna turn this around so you can't see the name of the organization, but here is my Pinot Grigio Kiwi Strawberry spritzer. So, it's been about a year. I know you got a lot of questions. A lot of things happen. If you hear the barking in the background, that's my new dog. Her name's Pinky. She's barking at the hens who are in their coop. Go figure. At least she ain't running out the yard anymore because, quite frankly, I nearly had a heart attack because she ran out into the street 3 times into oncoming traffic and just sat in the middle of the road waiting for me to come and play with her. And I'm like, what the heck, Pinky? Like, what the heck? Like, okay, so by road, my street is not a street, it's an avenue. It has 2 lanes of traffic, and it's pretty busy now. So, yeah, Pinky could have got slaughtered, but she didn't get slaughtered. And now I'm just happy that she entertains herself with the chickens in the chicken coop rather than running into the street thinking I'm going to play run after Pinky. But I digress. It's been a year. Met a guy, fell in love. He said he loved everything about me and supported me. I told him he could not deal with my life because my life was too much. And he said, no, I got this. He didn't. It lasted about a year, just over a year. And he finally called it quits. And I'm glad he did because I did not have the strength to, because I'm one of those people, when I get into a relationship, it's like do or die. And yeah, he wasn't. So, moving on, still have the bus, also have a camper van. I'm on my lot in the city. And currently in the process of trying to pull my stuff back together because while I was with him, basically nothing got done on the bus. Nothing. I mean, other than him trying to make it a home, even though it wasn't ready to be made a home because we had a whole bunch of renovations to do. So, a whole year of lost time, but at least not a whole year of lost income, of my own personal lost income into the lost time, if you get what I mean. So, my major thing going on right now, since we're in quarantine and I am in the service industry, I am both a server and a bartender, is just trying to get things shored up around the lot so that I can get about doing the things that I need to do. I have a little bit saved up, but that's not going to last long with the projects, simply because I have to get limestone delivered to my lot. I'm not sure if you're aware, but New Orleans is a sinking city. So because of this, the ground level constantly goes down, down, down. And I'm in an older part of the city, and there are 6 adjoining vacant lots. Well, mine isn't vacant anymore, but when it rains pretty heavy around here, and all 6 of the lots pretty much become a pond. Since I've moved onto the lot, I've done a lot of shoring up of my own particular lot and the surrounding lots around me so that it doesn't flood as much. All of the elevation that I did was with wood chips because, I am a gardener, I'm a farmer, and bioremediation is a very real project for me. And that's what I focus on, even when I came to this lot. So now I need to get a load of limestone delivered in order to shore up the ground, elevate it more, and be able to safely park both the camper van, which I now own, which I wasn't planning on, but the ex's friend asked to borrow money and to get it, and he never paid me back. So now I have a camper van and a bus. But I digress. I need to get a load of limestone delivered so that I can actually park them, not worry about them sinking into the ground or getting stuck, because these had houses and they had foundations primarily of sand, and then they put stuff on top of it. So I need limestone. That's going to cost me $300. I'm trying to wait until the price drops because, quite frankly, 300 is going to take up way too much of my savings, like over half of them. And after last month, that's a whole nother video in and of itself, but last month turned my life into a country music song, and I lost over $3,000 in a blink of an eye, basically, after working hard to save it. So yeah, so after losing $3,000, I'm not willing to dip over half of my savings to get the limestone yet, so I'm just gonna have to work. Good thing about the quarantine or the stay-at-home orders, yay! Well, guess what? Unemployment will only pay me $43, and thankfully, because I work in a restaurant, I can still work because, $43 a week just won't cut it. However, with me working, I will make more than $43 a week, which means I will not receive any unemployment. And because I make too little money to file taxes, and really didn't do so last year because my life was just too much bull crap with the ex. Well, not really bull crap, but just kept me busy and unfocused so that I could not obtain my own personal goals. But anyways, distractions. It doesn't look like I'll be getting a stimulus check either, so I have to work. So throughout this, thank goodness I am primarily off grid. Throughout this, I will be making maybe $100 a week. Yeah, so maybe in another month I'll have enough money that I feel comfortable enough to get the limestone. Either way, I'm going to keep up with the weather because I can't afford not to have that limestone delivered before heavy rain, because I can't get these vehicles stuck. I got to be able to move them and get them positioned as soon as possible, because the rainy season is coming up and there's a lot of work to do on them, including getting up on top of the roofs and sealing them and painting them and putting heat retardant on them. Well, not heat retardant, but it's a sealant, tropical. Other than that, new dog. My other dogs died. Part of my country music song month. But overall, pretty happy. Getting back to myself and feeling very more stable by the day. And I'm grateful for that. Yeah. So I'm trying not to spend money, but it's seeming like every time I want to do something, I'm learning that I don't have what I need to do it, which is really, really awful. It's getting to the point pretty soon that I think I might have to bust open the generator, simply because power tools are life, and I have a lot of work to do, and I can't get it done because I don't have the proper equipment to do it. So anyways, let me round this up. It's been almost 10 minutes. I have work at 5. I'm just outside relaxing because really and truly by this time of day, it sucks to be in the bus it gets really hot and I got to redo the roof and all that, but I already mentioned that. So last year, met a boy. He loved me, and I fell in love with him because I loved him like I love Jesus, as some people say. Well, as I say, because you know that song, oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus. Because he first loved me. So I loved the boy. And I guess I wanted the boy to become a man, and he wasn't capable. And me being the overly equipped, critical thinking, having lots of experience, I was with someone who did not appreciate that and did not appreciate me. I think at the end he didn't know who I was, but met a boy, fell in love, moved on to the bus, tried to make it comfortable, but didn't. He gave me a break from what I needed, which was the stress of New Orleans hospitality and just having like a whole bunch of bad work experiences. However, he could not earn as much as I could, and he wanted the lifestyle that we had when both of us were working, and that wasn't going to happen. But ultimately he snapped around Thanksgiving, got out of it, got a new job. Well, he got out of the relationship. I got a new job, in addition to the job that I had bartending and my side gigs and everything else, that gave me enough income that I was able to start saving money to do things. The city came around, told us had issues with the lot and us living on the bus and all this other kind of stuff. And I decided that we needed to make changes, and I wasn't going to allow him to direct the flow of what we were doing anymore. And I did let him do that because he was the main breadwinner. But when I decided that that wasn't going to happen, he decided that he wanted to part ways, and I'm comfortable with that because I truly do believe that I'm better off and mentally, emotionally, than I was when I was with him, simply because of wow. Anyways, so working, single life, not getting back into a relationship at all, no intention at all for the rest of my life, but focusing on shoring up my lot and doing things that I want to get done and need to get done. Ultimately, the plan was to save up enough money to put a house on the lot, but with the current state of the situation, I don't know when that's going to happen. However, I will still continue to move forward, making sure that my vehicles are safe and secure, and that I can start doing the renovations that I need to on them to live more comfortably. Right now, the plan isn't to keep the bus, but I might, because it can be a workspace. Anyways, that's it for now. If you have questions, please feel free to send them my way. If you have any donations or if you want to support the work that I do, because I need power tools. I need gas for my generator. Just basics to continue the work, because I will be renovating this myself, and I hope to bring you videos of the work that I do. But having said all that, it's now 14 minutes. I can't think of anything else to say. Sorry that I've been away so long. I hope to come back with another video someday soon, maybe tomorrow, if there is any questions or if there are any responses. Definitely if there are donations. But anyways, you guys be safe, be good. Stay make sure that you keep your social distance. And if you're like me and having to work, Please make sure that you stay safe and use sanitary procedures. I know that when I go into work, I have to spray down the surfaces like every few minutes, and it's horrible. I mean, it smells like a hospital, even though I work in a restaurant. And I use sanitizer every time I interact with people coming to pick up their food. So, again, stay safe. This quarantine, or rather the social distancing and the stay-at-home mandates, will not last too long. Hopefully no more than 6 months. And yes, I said 6 months because I'm preparing you for it. Because I think that we'd be foolish to think that we are not going to go through what the rest of the world is going to go through because we're so great. Anyways, love you guys. And yeah, I think I will be doing this every day because, quite frankly, it's a way to stay in touch, stay in tune, and stay sane. So be safe. And tell me about your projects. What are you guys doing? I need to get a sledgehammer and like break up some concrete so I could dig up these fence posts that were put in improperly and that I paid someone, well, 3 people, $400 to properly put in. Yeah, the month of February, my country music song month. Okay, you guys. Later.